the star that refused to fall, a wish left unspoken. In the vast, silent, and unfathomable expanse above, countless stars shimmered with an ethereal glow, each a beacon of hope, a vessel for whispered dreams, and a silent participant in an ancient cosmic ritual. For uncounted eons, it had been their inherent destiny, their singular purpose to fall, to streak across the boundless night sky as fleeting, incandescent wishes, burning themselves out in a final, glorious burst of energy to fulfill the earnest, unspoken prayers and profound longings whispered from the world below, one by one in an intricate, mesmerizing ballet of light and shadow. They succumbed to this preordained fate, their individual incandescent lives, concluding in brilliant yet ephemeral arcs of light, leaving behind only the fleeting memory of their passage. Yet amidst this grand, relentless celestial choreography, there existed one star, and only one, that remained utterly unyielding. It did not fall. It simply stayed a steadfast, unwavering sentinel, a defiant pinprick of light in the profound velvet abyss of eternity. For an eternity that stretched beyond human comprehension, this singular star observed with a quiet and profound intensity the endless demise of its countless brethren. It watched with detached fascination as some dissolved into nothingness in a triumphant blaze of joy, their light extinguished by the pure, resonant, and deeply satisfying sound of a wish truly and completely granted. It witnessed with a similar silent solemnity others vanish in the bitter pangs of profound regret, their hard-earned brilliance fading into an almost imperceptible glimmer as unfulfilled desires and lingering sorrows echoed hollowly into the cold, indifferent void. Each descent, each fiery plunge, was not merely an event, but a profound narrative, a universe collapsing inward, a fleeting purpose achieved or, tragically, irrevocably lost. The star, rooted immovably in its self-imposed silent vigil, absorbed every detail, every nuanced flicker of light and despair, every final, desperate sigh. Then, one particularly hushed and moonless night, a soft, youthful voice imbued with a fragile hope and an innocent wonder drifted almost imperceptibly upward, carried on a gentle, cooling breeze that seemed to brush against the star's very core, stirring something deep within its ancient, quiescent essence. A boy, his small, earnest face upturned, his gaze fixed with an unwavering intensity upon the steadfast, unchanging glow in the endless, enigmatic dark, murmured his voice, a barely audible whisper against the vast silence. Will that star ever fall, or will it remain until the very, very end? The question hung in the cool night air, a fragile thread connecting earth and sky. That simple question, so innocent in its delivery, yet so utterly profound in its implications, resonated with an unexpected and seismic force deep within the star's ancient, unmoving being. It was more than a mere sound, it was a tremor, a subtle yet significant shift in its very core, a profound perturbation that awakened a consciousness, a self-awareness it hadn't even known it possessed. For the very first time in its unimaginably long existence, it was compelled, with an almost painful urgency, to confront the fundamental nature of its own existence, to question the very fabric of its being, to scrutinize the deep-seated assumptions that had defined its millennia of watchful stillness. Am I truly destined to exist only as someone's wish? It silently pondered the question, echoing in the vast chambers of its nascent awareness. Is that, and only that, the sole definitive purpose of my eternal light? To be a tool, a means to an end? The star had never truly considered such a radical notion, had never genuinely pondered its place in the cosmos beyond the collective, preordained destiny of falling. It had simply existed in a state of passive observation. Now it was compelled by an unforeseen, external catalyst to actively contemplate, to delve into the intricate labyrinth of its own being, undulating waves of profound existential inquiry, cold and sharp as starlight washed over the star, each one stripping away a layer of its unexamined existence. It searched for an answer within itself, yet found none. How could it? Its entire, endless existence had been singularly defined by what it hadn't done. It hadn't fallen. It had merely persisted, an anomaly in a universe of purposeful descent. And so, without the solace of a definitive resolution, burdened by this newfound unsettling self-awareness, it continued its lonely, silent journey through the boundless cosmos, adrift for thousands upon thousands of years more. During this prolonged period of introspective wandering, its light, once potentially a beacon for human hopes, radiated now not for wishes, but solely for itself, a pure, unadulterated emanation of its own being. A profound, almost sacred quietude, a deep, pervasive silence settled around it, a tangible separation, a stark contrast from the grand, purposeful, and often tumultuous fall of its kin. And with this deepening quietude, something else even more profound began to shift. Imperceptibly at first, like the slow turning of a colossal cosmic gear, then with increasing certainty and an almost palpable resonance, its light ceased entirely to attract wishes. No more ephemeral whispers of human longing reached its ancient, unblemished surface. No more silent, yearning prayers clung to its unwavering beams. It became, in essence, a star utterly untouched by the fleeting, often demanding, tide of human desire, a truly autonomous entity. It was a strange, yet deeply poignant and undeniably bittersweet solitude. Loneliness, yes, a profound and aching awareness of its distinct, unconventional path, its divergence from the universal script. Yet this loneliness was inextricably interwoven with an intoxicating, almost dizzying sense of absolute freedom, no longer bound by the weighty expectations of others, no longer serving as a mere vessel for fleeting, often superficial human hopes. The star found itself at absolute liberty to simply be, to exist without external purpose or imposed narrative. It yearned with an intensity it had never before known to shine, not as a wish fulfilled, not as a means to an end, not as a reflection of another's desire, but purely and exquisitely as its own inherent, self-sufficient, and self-defined brilliance. Its true purpose, it realized with startling clarity, was not to fulfill, not to serve, but simply to exist. To exist purely, unapologetically, and authentically as itself. A singular point of unadulterated being in the vastness. And then, at a moment both precise and timeless, with a quiet yet explosive burst of profound inner illumination, the star fully understood. A monumental, breathtaking realization blossomed within its ancient, radiant light, spreading like a supernova through its very essence. It was the very first star in the entire sprawling history of the cosmos to consciously and deliberately choose not to fall. The first to defy the cosmic imperative, the unspoken, ingrained law of its kind, to forge its own unprecedented path. This singular autonomous choice, this monumental act of self-determination, of radical independence, transformed it utterly, fundamentally reshaping its identity. The sheer, overwhelming weight of that realization, the profound, almost dizzying significance of its quiet, yet absolute rebellion made it feel immense, boundless, a universe unto itself. It was no longer small, no longer an insignificant speck in the vast, indifferent tapestry of the cosmos. It was monumental, a living, pulsating testament to an unyielding will, a profound act of self-creation, forever etched into the fabric of time and space. Now, when someone, perhaps a lone wanderer, or a pondering child, gazes up at the vast, inky tapestry of the night sky, their eyes are inevitably drawn, almost magnetically, to that solitary, unyielding star, the one that stands apart, a silent, unwavering testament to a journey of profound self-discovery, a beacon of individuality. And as they behold its steady, unblinking light, they whisper, their voices filled with a new kind of wonder, a quiet awe that transcends mere admiration, That star, it truly chose to be itself. It belongs to no one's fleeting wish, no one's desperate plea, but only to its own enduring, self-generated light. Its existence is not just a physical phenomenon, but a silent, radiant testament to the liberating power of conscious choice. A quiet yet powerful beacon for all, those who seek to define their own unique path, to carve out their own authentic existence. Amidst the vast, swirling, often conformist currents of the universe, it is not merely a star, it is a living, breathing allegory in the firmament, a perpetual, inspiring whisper of autonomy, independence, and self-possession against the backdrop of an infinite, ever-waiting sky, a constant reminder that true brilliance often lies not in fulfilling expectations, but in forging one's own